Yeah, just need to do that, but for Library Max, it does not allow you to install.
Okay.
So that should.
Can you scroll up again for that first command?
Yeah, sure
You
thing.
went through a
Actually,
ridiculous phase.
you know what? I'll just write the commands down in a notepad.
Right, we can.
Yeah. Or just take it to the
So remember, but if you've already created an environment through the navigator, you just go to that environment.
So let me see.
Oh, we have to go on the command line, and then you would say activate. Activate, then activate that name. You already created it.
Oh, okay.
If you're in a navigator and you did it, you already created it. Then you just say, you go to the command line and say activate.
Is anybody having any trouble accessing command line or terminal? I can. Yeah. Okay. Sure thing. Yeah. No worries. I completely understand. So for the Max,
Sweet.
that's all I need. Yeah.
Activate the name of the environment.
And this is your home. Unfortunately, I can't share it. This is your computer. So for those who are on Macs who are unable to access it, once you log on, you want to go. If you look at the bottom left corner, you see this like weird rocket shaped thing. Sorry, you just can't see it on my computer because it's a Windows computer. But you see this rocket shaped thing called Launchpad. You want to click that and you want to search terminal. So
That's within.
that's within Macs. So it's gonna be a really weird search, but Mac OS home screen, and I'll see if I can. Yeah, there we go. This is better. So you see this button in the bottom left? You see this launchpad thing? You want to click that, and then it'll open it up, and you'll get a search bar on the top. And on the top, you want to type in terminal, and that should open terminal for you on the library Mac computers.
It's already open,
It's already open.
but it's not doing it.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's-
Probably- okay, okay.
See,
It's,
It's like it's running some other command right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Is this a, I'm a, okay, so you go. That's what I mentioned for your application.
You mean the program.
Yeah, but that's already running some.
You should have a folder under Anaconda. Like now you're going to be.
There we go.
Okay, well, I went to the terminal.
Oh,
The environment's gonna be.
Yeah.
Jupyter Notebook.
Right, you're working with terminal, and they created it through the navigator. You're trying to get back to the terminal. And then I'm always in prompt for, you know.
So the only thing I couldn't do through the Jupyter Notebook was the.
Anybody else has any issues that I can come around and help with for
But the
terminal?
Jupyter Lab, it's a,
Yeah, I'll just have that.
So, but I installed, everything we did, I installed.
You
based
installed?
on
Okay.
the
Wait, just one second.
Jupyter. Right, so.
Wait, activate. You're in. Yeah, you're activate.
So you need to activate and the name of the environment.
I don't see anything.
Well, I didn't do anything.
Normally when it
So that's the
brings
reason.
it.
They wanted that, so you wanted to activate. I think
Now I'm using that,
space, you should
Fire
go.
code that you created.
Right,
And I put in Python.
we did. It should come, it should be fine.
No, I didn't do any of this yet.
Okay, go.
Yeah, you do pip install Plotly. Yeah, you do, but I think Joel's gonna take care of the pip install the packages.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you ready to install?
I'm good. I'll do it for.
No, it's I have to.
Okay.
So these, is finally working on it for you guys, this way of saying that.
Windows.
It's getting like us.
And no reason to be in. That's my environment.
Yeah.
I mean, I have footage of looking at it earlier, but.
Are you ready to, are you ready? Are you ready?
I actually.
Okay. So now you can try to set up. On the.
Do you have any packages?
If you have site, yeah, you should be able to use
Pressure.
You don't need to use Python.
What's the best way, when we do a kind of list here, there's nothing there.
That means there are no packages.
There's no packages.
There's no packages installed.
How, what's the best way to install like basic like Python?
I mean, Pip, so the good thing is if you're installing pandas, it'll install all of it.
Install all that, right?
It'll install everything prior, like
So if
stuff.
I, no, that's right, if you reinstall, all I like to do is install NumPy, Pandas, have a plot,
It'll take care of its own
and
dependencies.
it'll take care of everything.
It'll-
Okay, that's, okay. All right, on this? Which you just wrote on. Okay. So,
And if there are any questions, please feel free to interrupt or raise your hand and, we can have it.
okay. Good.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Right. So for those who are ready to install, we're just going to install the basic packages that, that we need for Plotly and Dash. Now, of course, we need the basic packages. Now, what Pip will do, it'll bring in everything that is needed for packages to run. So we install basic packages like NumPy and Pandas, which should bring in everything else that we can get into like Python stuff that we need. Okay, so all we have to do is say, Honda install NumPy and Pandas.
Did you have this open before?
Yes.
Try that.
Well, so what we can do is.
It's not. Review. What do you need? Was that just,
You don't need to do the dash procedure because you're on your personal computer. It's for the library computers. You see like the Macs, like the big Macs we have, that is based on the library's ecosystem and their restrictions. But for you, it's just a paper.
oh, okay, so that's everything that
It should be an empty list, that you don't know packages in general. So you want to pip, it's not.
in this environment, just for that, right? You already have it. You have lots.
Oh, yes.
You're right. Okay, okay, you're right. You already have
Did you download the two versions?
the old versions.
Okay, that's just.
Man, the list.
You might choose.
Okay, right, exactly. That work? Gonna bring in like, it's actually bringing in lots of stuff. Yep. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Now there's one more after that, after NumPy and Pandas installed, we wanted to say the same thing, install, Conda install. If Conda can't do it, if Conda looks for the packages that Anaconda has.
Just condense them.
So we just say Conda install Plotly.
But I have it in the list, okay.
You already have it?
Yeah.
Plotly?
It's probably part of Conda.
What?
It's probably part of Conda.
It's the condo
Well,
that's
no,
like-
you have to put it, it's not in your,
It's always, so the package
so
is.
you just created an environment, there's no way you can do that.
No, no, no,
But
no.
if it's in this,
So,
The other thing you
if I build,
It's
actually,
in
well,
this,
I'm
like,
gonna do
it's
this,
probably
the hardware probably told, if I'm going to a separate
there-
package, I
I
can
could
put
do it
another
again,
environment
right?
within the original environment.
Okay,
So
so
like,
you have all of this things, then
That's my.
there's only two more to install, and you can't,
yeah,
I'm not
so
able to
if
do
you want
it,
to,
Honda, you have to do it.
Honda,
So now you say,
and then you get all the data environments that you have. The star indicates that the base one's active. So then now you want to do Honda, now you do Plotly dash, because the Plotly has the wrong Python version.
do pip install dash,
Is this a virtual?
that's after you have, well,
This is the virtual environment, yeah, they call it Honda environments, but. Now, it's
See all the
you need pip to install dash,
now these are.
Honda won't do it.
Probably installed it earlier, right?
I did, same thing, except, because we got this one. Why?
Okay.
I think at home, right?
No, no, no.
I didn't.
But.
Yeah, except, I'm trying not to use Conda. Yeah, I would just use Pip. I already know this fight work.
Yeah, visualization, data visualization. So the three main packages you find that are Plotly for data visualization.
Yeah, it's good because it's kind of close, but since I already have too much, since I already have
Numpy for numerical.
I don't want to confuse the environment.
That's when you do make it.
Yeah.
I don't like packages that do it.
So.
Everybody, I think there happens to be some issues on the computer when you, so basically, once you create this environment and once you activate it, please go ahead and do Python-V. And if your Python version is not 3.x, 3.6, or 3.7 or whatever, you have to go back to this and then put Python equals 3.7. So, I mean, if you already have it installed and then you run this Python-V command, you should get, if you get a 2.7, that means you have to go deactivate it. Okay, wait, let me, I'll make this a bit better.
Is that happening to anybody?
Yes, can everybody type in Python-V to their computer?
Or is it double dash?
Just
No,
one
yeah.
dash V, single
I
dash.
got it, they want you correct.
Dash capital V.
Yeah.
Yeah, Python dash capital V.
Capital.
Yeah, I think it's like, yeah.
Capital.
So, which version of the
So
video?
you were able to install everything?
Anything, so let's use 3.7 for now. 3.7,
3.7 is fine.
yeah, 3.7 is fine. Because I think Plotly doesn't work on 2.7.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't.
So there was
We can
3.6.
go to Jupyter Notebook.
I think 3.6 should work.
Yeah.
3.x, to be honest.
Good.
I'm not sure though.
I have 2.7, that's not good.
It's definitely not going to work, yeah.
It's too old.
So if anybody has any problem,
Yeah.
yeah, 3.7 point anything, absolutely. I just put 3.7. And if you have a 2 point, does anybody here have 2.7 for Python? Well, other than Brian, does anybody have 2.7 for Python?
Not on purpose, but.
Yeah, of course. Okay, then it seems everybody's on the right track.
Everything's good.
Everybody's good.
Okay,
It's just because I went through this problem, so I just wanted to.
Okay. so where is everybody? Do we have, are we finished with installing Dash? Yeah?
So.
I'll come. It's when you.
All right, there's one more
No, you
thing
gotta
to
deactivate
install,
this
it's
environment.
a small,
Yeah, you just
Dash
want to
thing, but-
Python equals.
to be complete, we should do it.
How do I get out of that?
I thought you should.
is, Dash brings in almost all the packages that we need except for this one. And this is a small one, called the data acquisition, package for Dash.
I don't think it's all that much the same name. But yeah, once you do that, that should be.
Cool. And then just Python. Take this one.
Python 1 equals sign 3 equals sign.
Good. Okay. Great. Okay. Now I just want to get into more.
Like, so you need a computer to do that, right?
Just to show.
So, on your, on the other hand.
Is this what you got here? Next.
So like go to Google and gmail.com.
It still has.
Just instructions or is it
No,
return?
no, it's incognito, so you have to just go to gmail.com.
Oh. How about here?
Yeah, on the tabs.
Might have both.
Because you see it's incognito, and it's,
Yeah, yeah, by the way, yeah, maybe you could refresh the shell, you know, so it picks up the benefits.
Yeah, yeah, okay, so you win, right? Okay. This your computer? You like it? This is like a, yeah. Okay, now I just want to go to my, what?
But this, I don't think it's a standalone computer, you have, it's a display, that's all.
I used to work with it was connected.
What was that?
It was on the screen there, as it was screen up.
Like, what operating system?
I don't think it-
On the Mac.
It was back, yeah.
As you connect the instructor. So
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
Macs is already- that's right.
right.
So let's go to the comment check.
Okay.
I'm just trying to install the Dash, so because it's all Mac, I haven't done it right yet. Yeah, so, still working.
Alright.
All right. Anyway, so can everybody go to the library website? Princeton Public Library. And go down and say the list of events for today, you'll see our class. Okay? No, it's not Amira, it's the library. Kelsey posted this Google Drive. We got a shared Google Drive. So go to the Princeton Library website. You see today's events. Okay, so our class has a Google shared drive. So what we want to do is get into there's 2 folders in that drive. Copy those 2 folders into your ENV.
This work for 2.7, that's what's on. That's probably one. I don't see.
Are you using that? Here.
It says 2 and 3/4.
So you just had to download it.
So you want to download them. You want to download them, and then
Using
you
your
want to
navigator.
take
where
that.
it's down.
Right, you want to take them and put them in your ENV. Yeah, that's this one. Just do it. Here we go. Well, maybe this is just, we have to do it now. So what do you want to do? I don't want to take your,
Yeah, no, I mean, it's fine. Fine. I think Joe, after everybody's downloaded it, what is the next step?
oh. Next step is. You got a new. So I'm not sure how to do it in the Mac. You just want to get
Of
those
this?
files,
No, of
the
the,
folders,
of the
into
back.
that ENV.
Of the back.
Just created.
No, at the bottom, like it says how, how it says iMac 10.
And F9.
How do we do that?
Yeah, okay.
Maybe I should, do you know how to get on a Mac, those files into the ENV?
Wait, so do you want to get, you just need to navigate to the directory, right? Why would you want to?
Copy and paste the code.
It's gonna run.
So you can just use CD that change the directory.
Yeah, change the directory, but on these,
I think it's still the same CD. So. Yeah. Go down there.
um, ah, okay, are you okay?
Downloading.
Yeah.
Not much there. The files. Well, maybe it's is it a?
Yeah, it's just a note
is it
type.
a-
Yeah, it's the same thing. That's it, and then now you're gonna write the files. So everybody who has downloaded it and needs to get into it, so first things first, you wanna open the file, like you wanna find the path of the file. So most likely it's going to be under your downloads folder, unless you manually changed it. It should always be in your downloads folder. So it should look something like on a Windows system. You should, there we go. You should go like here. I'll put up 1 second. You go to downloads and then wherever you downloaded it, let's like take this folder as a downloaded folder, and then you want to go to this path. Now, how you go to this path is that you have to use this command called cd. So, so let's say this is my base directory. I want to go to my downloads folder. cd. You want to get the name absolutely right. So if you look here, downloads is capital. The D has to be capital. So cd downloads, and then I'm in my downloads folder. And then the next thing you want to do is, one second, I'll just actually download the file. So it's in library.org, and this is where you can download the file. But therefore, I can, instead of just giving you the fake folder, I can give you the actual folder. Folder up here, folder, and nice. So let's download it. So it's zipping it. So Google Drive, when you're downloading it, automatically zips it while downloading. And essentially, once it's done, you want to click this thing, and it should take you to the folder where it is downloaded. I don't know why it's taking extremely slow, but it's a zip file, right? So once you unzip it, you'll get a regular folder, and you want to do what I said, the CD into the folder. So you want to find the name of the folder. So go to downloads, CD downloads, check, you're in the downloads folder. And then you want to go to the name of the folder, which showing folder, and let's unzip this, right? 7-zip, extract to basic dash, blah, 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 blah. And let's go to downloads, where's downloads? This is the folder. So if you can look at it, now I'm inside this folder, and this is my final, this is the folder that I want to be in. For the sake of, just clarity, instead of having to type in all this, we can move this directly to our downloads folder. So we have this basic dash here. And I know I'm just going through a couple of instructions at the same time, but it'll be a bit easier once I finish it up. So this is my root directory. We know that this basic dash thing is in my downloads folder. So first things first, I do cd downloads. Boom, I'm in my downloads folder. And the next thing is, we know our folder is called basic dash. So we, again, cd, by the way, it stands for change directory, in just a tidbit. But cd, basic, and the D is capital, so capital D, ASH, basic dash. Now, great, I'm in my basic dash folder. And for Macs, for anything with Apple operating systems, you want to type in ls. This will give me an error because I run Windows, it doesn't work. But if you're on Windows, you want to type in dir, dir. And that'll show you all the folders in the file system. And this is and then Joe will take it from here. But this is the final step, final place that you want to be. You want to download the folder, unzip it, go to the path where it is, so do cd downloads and then cd basic dash, and then dir or ls, depends on your operating system, in order to get all the files that you have. And it should take a couple of minutes to get to this step, and I can just walk around and help if anybody has trouble getting it.
Yeah, just a quick note from the back here. I'm an R user, not a Python user. I just got it installed. If anybody needs help with R, it's running on my machine. So good.
Is that dash for
Dash, yeah. I downloaded from. It's not on CRAN or CRAN yet.
Yeah, and that just came out.
Yeah, and it's running. So
Great,
from GitHub.
great. So does that need? I guess you have to run R files in there. It's not going to run Python files.
No, it runs, well, it's basically, okay, so it's a bit like R running TensorFlow. There's sort of a package that converts the R commands and the R language and the arguments into Python, and then it runs the Python underneath. I presume.
But your dash files, the files that we call Py files, there are files there.
Oh, that's true, the download.
I don't know. I haven't had a chance to look at it. I've just run it.
So everybody, we need a text editor, any type of file editor that you normally use. Can you open that up? And we'll go and open up, take a look at these files. What do you use? Atom? VS Code? Well, you can, but it's kind of primitive. An editor, file editor, yeah.
Anaconda should have Spider, right? The Spider file here.
Is that
Spider IDE. Like Anaconda Navigator.
one that comes with Anaconda?
It should come with the,
Is that an editor?
yeah, it is. I don't know if I have Anaconda Navigator, it's on the computer. I can check it out.
Joel, just FYI, there's no Py files here. It's all just app dot whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll come over and I'll check.
I'm just curious, that the guts of this is in Python. Of Dash. And
Hey, Joel, those two data files, unpack. They have to unpack to somewhere. Or no, I'm sorry, there's two data files, they're packed in one that goes to downloads. Now, you want to get it from your Windows 10 downloads folder into the environment.
well, you just have to go, you're in your environment.
Okay,
You just have to go to wherever they are.
okay,
You are in your environment.
all right,
Just go to folder wherever they are.
okay. So
You're
I
good.
haven't unpacked it, so I need to unpack it.
Yeah, you got that.
Where is, what's the path?
So, once everybody goes to Navigator, if you don't have your own weird text ID, I'm sorry for the, display, I don't know why exactly that is a problem. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So, you, see if I can navigate this somehow. There are multiple editors here. I'm gonna try my best to make this work. But there are multiple editors which are inside of it, and, there we go. Well, as you see, Jupyter Lab is one of them, but if you can go to one that's called Spyder, 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 and then click launch, that should get you your own IDE. And the Spyder IDE looks something like this. Hold up.
So it's
Hopefully this doesn't have such a bad display. There we go, that's not better. And Spyder IDE looks like this. So this is your Python file. This is your own Jupyter Notebook thing. You don't need to really worry about it. But you want to go to File, Open, Downloads, Basic Dash. You're going to open this Basic Dash thing, whatever. And let's say let's for example open Simple Gapminder. I mean, not to disrupt Joel's content, but you want to open this and then you can type it like ASDF, save it, and then you can save this and run it. So Spyder comes default with your Anaconda editor, so you do not need to worry about downloading it.
So we're in Spyder.
Yeah, this is Spyder. I should show them. You just go to Anaconda Navigator, go to the thing called Spyder, and then click launch.
So can you repeat that one more time?
Sure. You go to Anaconda Navigator. I'm sorry for the display ratio, but you want to go to the one called Spyder.
I don't think I see that option.
Really, it should be available for. I remember seeing it while signing in. I'll come over, but does anybody else not have Spyder as an option? Yeah, okay, I'll come over.
So what I did, a number of these files, I didn't know. So they're all my files.
So you want to,
about half.
yeah, of course. You want to go to the folder where it's installed, so it's installed in Basic Dash.
Or just
Yeah.
for that.
So, this is a,
It's a navigator, so you wanna go to the, so,
that's different.
it's not a site, it's an
Oh,
app.
it's, okay.
So Anaconda Navigator is the app that you've downloaded, so,
Okay. And then you said here,
Spider,
under apps,
yeah. Spider. Okay, what's that, I'll do it right there, yeah.
sorry.
No,
I
it's-
thought I did everything. but it said it's wrong.
Yes, so this is not, Island, this is also. I didn't understand.
It says, I thought I.
No, you did install it correctly. The problem is that, this is different, like this is a different Jupyter. So you installed it in your own environment, this environment isn't configured. This is a Jupyter notebook, so you can essentially ignore this, this is useless. So this is an IPython concept, this is not. So you wanna go to terminal? Or the command prompt, and then go to where you're down, so it's wherever basic dash is downloaded. So you go to CD space dot dot. Space. Dot dot.
I didn't download the folder.
Oh, you didn't download it? You had to download it. You need to download the folder itself.
Oh, I had to download it.
And that'll install it as a zip file, and then you just download it as a zip file, so you just need to unzip it. And you can get,
I thought it's a.
yeah, I probably, I mean, I didn't create these files, so enjoy it, so I don't know. But it's probably the best thing. It's just downloading, it's taking some time.
I see that under navigator.
Yeah.
And, so.
No, this is the Anaconda Navigator folder, it's not the app, so if you go to the Rocket Dog, Rocket Deck, or Rocket Dog, that's the app.
And you see.
Spider, that's blue right here. Yeah.
So let me understand what.
Anaconda, it's like, it's called the
So what do you
distribution,
do?
but it essentially has a lot of
Any place where CXT,
which is already installed. So it's
You change
installing
it.
Python, installing other packages, and installing IDs. You just make it one big thing that you do that. It's not a package, it's a distribution, because packages are like pandas or repositories, or something that you install which help you running programs. Anaconda is like a toolkit, essentially, it has everything that supports
Well-
Python, not packages.
I want to go
So
through.
it's like, for example, an IDE, something that you can edit out, it installs this thing called Jupyter Notebook, which also houses the, it makes the creation of environment easy, so it's aiding Python.
It's got
not like-
It's got it up, it's got something up on speed.
So,
But I don't know which of those two files.
Jupyter Notebook is the wave, so if you actually look at the cells in a Jupyter Notebook, they're different. It's, Jupyter Notebook isn't like a Python file. Python file is about the user's
Folders.
in Jupyter Notebook. Yeah.
Is that the same thing we use in Kaggle?
Kaggle, you can use either, Jupyter Notebooks or Python files. I think they allow both. So,
I'm just used to VS Code.
And this is it licensed again?
I don't know, correct.
I don't think so.
Which of the files should we have?
I was using PyCharm, so.
Oh, PyCharm is a license thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
I wanna
yeah.
do this.
PyCharm, I
wanna
don't
do
think it's a license, because Anaconda is not a license.
Template.
So I can run regular
This is what
Python
I-
programs.
Of course,
Good, good,
yeah, yeah.
good. Go to
And
basic.
Jupyter Notebook this is actually Jupyter Notebook console. So,
Okay, the one that says,
So, you,
uh,
template.
basic templates. Okay. But I want to change that. Can you change it to a.
It's like information might need to be installed within, okay, it's unsatisfied, that's good. So it's
Yeah,
say
just
import
do relay.
apply, that's it. Now we run this, this is a separate Python file, which is like, you can think about it as a Python file we run, but the
Yeah.
variable is stored, so I can,
All-
so I
all
can
the-
print
All the.
games that are on Python.
So like that's all these.
And it'll work,
But
because,
you want to take a look at
because it's, I think it's like,
Well, how do I open it? It's
Okay.
Cash, show me how to get this thing working.
of course.
All right, we're finally gonna get,
How do I open this? That one?
You wanna
It's fine. that spider.
What?
No, that's a new file. That's the one with. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Make it a P1 file. You can get colors, make it downloads,
No, it's not a download.
but it's a TXT file.
It's on my desktop.
And basic dash.
Yeah, change down. Just-
Great.
All right, thank you.
No worries. And you can edit here, and then in order to rewrite the file, you need to go back.
Yeah, rename it.
And you need to terminal, like.
Oh, I run it out of terminal.
You're
Yeah,
right. Yeah, you don't run it as Spider.
For next
You can't
time,
run it
next
as
time I'll
Spider
go
with the
with that.
configuration, it's just 2 hours.
Yeah.
You just
Right,
write
the one
it.
that you're going, and you transfer you around, and you don't. Can I get this one?
Yeah, Adam?
This one here is the file I want to put up there.
Oh, see, just use your mic.
I guess it's users.
Oh,
Everybody, this, you see this thing, we can ignore this, this doesn't matter, you can like close it. This is, okay, whatever, just ignore this, because that is running out for IPython. That's not running the, actual Python file. If you want to run it, you need to go back to the terminal and run it, that's all. So, in case you're using Spider. This is a different editor, but whatever changes you make here, you can do it in Spider as well.
right. I'm more comfortable with that. This is just a different kind of.
So it's the same thing as Spider.
Okay, I also changed that file is a TXT file. I'm in the template, it's called dash basic template. Okay, if you could it would look a lot, it would be easier to read if it's a .py file instead of a .txt file.
Right.
Okay.
An ID.
The editor likes it as a PY file. Okay, so this is the basic template for Dash. Let me explain. I didn't forgot to really explain what Dash is. Has anybody used any graphical libraries for data in Python? No one? Okay, right. There's Matplotlib. That's the standard one. I mean, it's the classic one that everybody uses in notebooks. And it's been around for a long time. In fact, that sets the standard of what graphing libraries have to do. However, the problem with Matplotlib, it's not web-based. You can't run it on the web. So we want to have, everybody wants to see their stuff on the web. We have to have web-based graphing libraries. Okay? All right. So there's a few of them out there, and we're talking about the Python world here. Python actually is, there's never any agreement on any way to do one thing, so it's going to have many libraries doing the same thing. But the ones who are kind of like setting the real case here, the leaders in the industry are following actually what happened in the R world. R came out with a product called R Shiny. Anybody besides Phil out there know R? Okay, so R Shiny, they just have one package to do all this. They don't have many, just one. And R Shiny is great. It does, there's a lot of work out there that's been done in R, and everybody uses R Shiny to put stuff on the web and having some graphical packages. So what Dash is made by a company called Plotly. Plotly started, I don't know, about like 8 years ago. It's Canadian, and it's Plotly. They produce their own graphical charting library, but their idea was to make it usable by the JavaScript world, by the Python world, by the R world. And what they built what Plotly itself, when we say Plotly, that is their charting library. Charting library is built on top of a library in JavaScript called D3. The But D3 is just fabulous visualization library. It's in JavaScript. So they took that, they combined it with WebGL, which actually makes things run really fast. It's going to use the GPU when it can, and it uses and it can put out and it can run also 3D graphics. D3 could never do that. And those are the two things that it was made of. So just 2 years ago, in 2017, they came out with a product called Dash. Obviously, the Dash is kind of a reference to making dashboards, and the whole visualization kind of environment is great. People want to see dashboards. People want to see interactive dashboards. How one graph is you change something in one plot or one graph, it's going to have an effect on another, so they're interrelated. So Dash can do that. And Plotly created Dash, and it's kind of ingenious what they've done. Dash itself is based on three things, but it's all under the based on JavaScript framework called React. So what we deal with in Dash is really just the front end. And then it also has the Python mini server called Flask. Does anybody know Flask? Okay. And of course it uses its own library, charting library, which is Plotly. So there's three things: React, Flask. Flask is a Python server. So that's all under the hood. And then of course we have the library. And they made it so it has to be kind of, easy. It can't be like, the whole point of this was to make things easier in the Python world. Get your things out there, get your visualizations out there, your data out there in a way that just doesn't take a long time. Gotcha.
Oh, he's just gone.
Gotcha. It needs to ask. Here we go.
Do you have your password? Simple.
Okay. Okay, here it is. Okay, this is the basic template for all Dash apps. And it's really kind of simple. But you only have to import, you import the first four things most of the time. The first three things you're going to need all the time. Dash dependencies, not all the time. Then you're going to bring in pandas, and you're going to bring in Plotly. Okay, that's most of the time. That's all you ever need. Okay, there's nothing to run in here. That's just a template. I can't run. No, the other, all the others are wrong. Oh, the text. Good. Okay, all right. Okay. So, if anybody is familiar with Flash, the app there equals dash dot dash. That is very similar to how you start Flash in any application. So that is actually starting the app, which means that it's starting the Flask server, which is running, which is going to be run, which is running. This application is not just this is not just a simple front end, because you are actually underneath the hood starting a server, okay, which is a Flask server. Then, actually, this doesn't have. When I do this, any data type of stuff that you're using pandas for, you can do before starting the application. And sometimes if you're going through a lot of pandas manipulation, you should keep that up, up before you start. Okay, then you get down here, and the plotly itself is brought in as part of your layout. Here there are HTML components. It's kind of anything that's written in standard elements, standard components in HTML, you can use here. It's just that this is HTML comes from up there. It's called the dash HTML components. They wrote all these classes that are just wrappers around all the HTML components. And this is really basic because it doesn't have anything else in there. You can do a lot with all your HTML components. But then the DCC graph, DCC is from your dashboard components, and the graph is an object that takes in your Plotly. If you imagine your Plotly graph chart that you're constructing, it's one big object, and this is a component that takes that all in, Plotly. And the rest of this is actually just configuring your Plotly object. And normally getting the data in from a data frame, Plotly, is very, very easy. In fact, this is one of the great things about this, that getting data into, I think it's true for others, that getting data into Plotly just relies completely on your data frames. So normally you're just talking about rows and columns in your data frame that you're putting into Plotly. And Plotly takes care of the rest, which I'm going to show you. Okay. So one thing that I found out is that Plotly, it takes a little while to feel really comfortable with Plotly, but the better you are with Plotly, the easier the result becomes putting this together. Especially when, we're going to go through some really simple ones tonight, but when they get more complicated, you really have to know Plotly fairly well. Well, okay, now, can we go to, we want to run, I just want to show you how this works. Let's take the first app in there is called _01. See that? Okay, _01, and make it dot. It should be. Can you change the TXT to PY?
We get that P one.
What?
Last things.
PY. That's the extension, instead of the TXT
Right.
extension, they get a PY as a Python file. Okay. So all you have to do to make that run, well, you can open it up, take a look at your code. Right, right. So it's really, this one is really, is everybody looking at the code? It's really simple. It's not even using Plotly, it's creating the, under the DCC.graph object, you just put in your data yourself. But it is telling you what type of kind of, what type of chart it is. It's a bar. You see type equals bar. And then there's land. This is about the simplest thing you can do, right? So to run that in you're back in your folder, okay? You should have just the folder. Come on. Type Python space the name of the file, which is --_01.py.
This is in the terminal, right?
Pardon me?
In the terminal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting that the dash module is not fine. So, this is what
Yes, that's correct. No. You got it. Are you in your ENV?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so, okay,
Okay.
and there's your ENV.
Okay,
That's where your file is.
this is where my files are.
Okay. Python.
Okay.
Python space dash _01.py. There you go. Run.
Question, why is it
Run
not
it.
running here?
What?
Why is it not running here? Does it
No, it's running. Go back. You didn't get an error message. It's running.
It's running.
It's running. Go to your browser. Okay,
Yeah.
and go to localhost :8050.
Okay.
It tells you right there.
Got it. Okay.
8050. Can everybody do that? Everybody,
I can.
okay.
I know
Did it,
everybody. I know everybody.
Well, that's just the,
Cool.
but your data file is not connected. So
What?
the data file is not
Yeah,
connected,
it's
it's more
not.
the figure. So you have to, where it says file path, you have to define a data set. And where it says figure, you have to set it in JSON, whatever. It would, yeah,
Yeah, but I just want to see that this example runs.
that example is not run.
That's just a template.
Template, yeah, okay.
That's a template. There's
So which-
nothing in there.
So which example are you?
So the very first one, the very basic one. Did you get it correct?
Yeah.
And did you go to your browser? See it?
Yeah, yeah.
See it? It works. Cool. It always, the default is going to 805. It is coming from the BIOS, but the default is going to 805. Okay?
But you could read it.
What?
You could read it. You said default,
Yep.
so you can read it.
You would have to, I'm sure it's changeable. I don't know why you want to change it, but, okay. Sure it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, sure. Let's get mine. Great. You ready? Yeah. Did you get one?
Yeah, but it's cool. You see that. Usually. Yeah. But where's the? Oh, it's you. No, I think it's part of the package, right? I mean, the name's there, but you see when you, like, say, if you do your plain HTML, you want to get those markers, right?
Yes.
You got to,
You never get the.
oh yeah, you got
So you run it from the terminal to.
Well, he said it's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to talk about those, and then-
So the level, I'll show you. That's so.
Okay, let's go to, that is everybody kind of see what's happening there?
Yeah.
And that's not really using Plotly, because we don't call it in. That's just saying graph these values right here, but it's very, very similar to what Plotly does.
This isn't Plotly.
What?
This is just something different.
No, it's kind of doing the same thing that Plotly does. Okay, go to the one that is the random scatter one. You see the file called random scatter?
Hey, Joel.
Yeah.
I got the file on Word.
Okay,
How do I get? I can't.
right, this is running. This is the command to run the file. But it should tell you that,
I press enter, I should run.
yeah. It says can't open file.
Okay, because it's looking in.
Is that where the files are? Oh, you gotta go to folder.
Shows the points to.
Keeping this in Plotly. In your page, just go to the other folder.
It should look like this one.
Yeah, it'll look like that.
Then it goes to the preserve file.
After you.
Right. You try the random scatter.
No, I'm about. I'm about.
Okay,
You have to.
okay,
Okay.
okay. Random scatter does use Plotly.
No, you control C, the other one. Get rid of it. Get out of
Time flies. When you're trying to bring sentences. What? Chicago. There we go. Cool, that's it. That's your first, that's basic program. All right, okay, so this is, so tell you what, I have these slides that I prepared that give good references to I found really good things that you should go through that to bring you up to speed on Plotly. Okay, and then when you do that, you'll feel a lot more comfortable doing this. Because, yeah, Plotly is really good.
You have to.
I will put that on the meetup pages. Okay, my slides, which it's really interesting as well. Okay,
Did you run it in the background?
try the random scatter one. That's really good.
No PS. So. You get the dash icon. It's asking for the.
Oh, yeah, I-
UTF, whatever.
Where are your
I basically change in Montreal, I change one.
No, so.
If you're telling it to, it has to be able to. You have to be, right, it has to, you have to be.
Yeah, so if you Montreal,
And
Montreal, there's
but then when you come back, then it'll find it.
well, if you replace, you regulate. See, Montreal.
Oh, I
that's.
Let's start this, so you want me to run the schedule?
Right,
Plan schedule?
right.
Which
So,
one? Which
I
first?
have to.
Stop
And
the first
which
one,
comprehensive?
Control C.
You refresh, right?
No,
Oh, control.
Control C. Yeah, yeah. That's with a plus,
This
it's
is,
a plus, right?
Of the file.
Good,
So
good.
it's,
Why did they so long?
dash,
Goes, right.
you see where it says much.
One.
See the E there? Just type.
Oh, I don't.
I got
Yeah, it's UTF. And so it's.
it. You see the code?
Yeah.
The only thing, the way we're doing the data here is with NumPy, just doing, random values for the X and Y.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay? And then, this is actually, plotting. We're bringing plotting in because how big is go, right? So when you have so there, you are definitely losing a plotting project, okay? But then you're still doing the same, thing. You're signing tests, you're signing tests. Right, it's like that. And then all these other things are just configurations and markers. And the layout stuff is just telling it title, yeah, how it's gonna look. That's what Poppy does. So Poppy's not, it's not program, it's just declarative statements, and how you want it. Once you can see,
If it's,
see what it looks like.
we use random? Yeah, we do use random, right? So that means your graph's supposed to be different from mine, huh? But they look the same. Maybe.
Seed is the same. All right, 42, you see, when the seeds are the same,
Did you change it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Random
same.
schedule.
you change the seed, it makes 48 more.
Well, still, see the same one.
There it goes. Yes. Yeah.
We came up with this, but
Right.
it takes.
Now do number two, there's random scatter two. We gotta do. I didn't say it was same.
Yeah. Okay. Palette.
Two.
No, palette, not all.
Okay, instead
Palette
of-
in terms of. Oh.
Right, I'm just using two.
Okay.
Graph objects. Okay, all I did was change the colors. The colors changed, and this is in 200 points instead of 100 points.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good introduction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Straight draw. There you go. There you go.
Well, this is just a graph. So.
But you're at the.
So you change the thing because
That's
so that everybody can get the same.
Okay, now you switch that. You want to put them as high five.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of the text.
Yeah, get rid of that.
We'll do it.
Sorry, I've learned my, I didn't know that I could keep them as high five all the time. You can.
No, I did rename it here.
Just go ahead. Just say rename.
Yeah.
But you see it's TX here.
Do that.
Oh, it's still
Yeah.
already.
Yes, that's correct.
I don't know.
High five.
It's probably best to go with this. Joe? I didn't think I needed Joe, because he's better, he's the one who did this.
Uh-oh.
Joe, when you're running the next file, the address appears to already be.
I know it's funny, I installed
Q.
this.
Yeah. The address appears to be on.
It's not only the same address, so if I go to that address again, I should also not the scatter.
Scatterplot is running.
Did you get out of the first one?
How do you get out? Yeah,
Control C.
I, yeah, otherwise I couldn't run.
No, it's out of the terminal, but it's still going on in the back end, so you can close that process.
Well, how would you write?
It's just wrong.
What's the?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is if you find the process ID and then force it.
Right. Where's the control
Unless they close the terminal directly.
Yeah.
But still, the process should end, right?
The process, could you try, I'll talk. I wanted two things actually.
Yes. Okay. Is this Are you into? As base, in the base. You never created anything? Well, you have to create. That's what the one is about. It's an easy way to create it. Before you create it.
She said it's too
Yes. See if you can do that. What year is it? Are you?
Okay, now. You.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so,
Okay, I took it just. Wait, let me just. Oh, okay, wait.
Run this up. Because here's my house. So DEP. Okay, you're good. Yeah. This is great. Now I think no space.
Can you get out of that? Whatever you want. Good. You're just using it. So you don't have to create that. Sure. All your packages are around the moon is right now.
There you go. Yeah, it's the same thing as before, right? Strike the blue.
Okay.
Understand what's going on? Okay. So. What else?
I fly. Okay. All right, that's,
Okay, I saw it.
so basically,
So this is from.
is this all?
Usually on the same.
I will send this stuff. It's worth, it's really worth it. Because it's good. For simple
Yeah.
things,
I've seen
it
that.
would take like quite a long time to do. You can do this very quickly. Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you figure out.
Okay, so normally,
Why don't you?
I mean, normally when I use this browser, I'm saying HTTP, it's going out to the outside.
But this is
Okay.
run.
No one else is-
Right.
So it's in front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's looking in it.
There we go.
Yeah. Which is.
Oh my God.
It's running, it might not be inside.
Yeah.
Navigator.
Right. That's command to run. To run. Yes. And what happens?
Right, now, this stuff right here, not this one, but the one that had the Montreal.
Create a new.
So-
It's running somewhere. Okay, it's running, it's running behind. The
Are you-
code is
are you
running
in-
behind this. and this
Are
is
you
the
in
grand
code?
station.
Yes. Just create a new.
It's,
Up here.
you could.
It's running. You got it.
What?
You gotta create a new browser. What's gross?
Yeah.
Yeah. Create a new browser.
Okay.
Oh, here. Okay. Got a local post. Local post. Colon. 805.
Okay, so these are my tasks going right.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Eight oh five. 805. Right one. Okay. No. Click on that. There you go. It worked.
Go right here, I got background, I got Python running.
Yes, okay, in your test.
Okay.
And then background process.
Yes.
So.
And what 88, right?
Yes, it's cool.
Okay. Doing that?
So click on bar.
Okay. It's running.
Oh. That's okay.
First,
I'll play with it.
the process which is running on the board,
I just need to play time.
and then I got the PID.
Well,
Look here, where's that?
This
That's
is-
before ED. I got a PID, which is running.
Yeah, right.
Every minute.
Well, that's what.
okay, so we.
That's why this is the final.
Anyway, next week.
Yeah, and then they didn't have
So that's, that's right. Okay.
Unfortunately, I think some people had some problems with the rerunning, and I figured out how to solve it.
What was it?
I'll put it up on the screen, actually.
Right.
So everybody who had problems with rerunning, like, you know how it said port already in use or whatever? You wanna go to, this is kind of a brute force way of doing it. So LSOF-I : the port. And if you run this, you'll get, sorry? Oh, so, oh, you can't see it. Alright. If that, yeah, I don't know why, maybe there's some red light showing up. So it doesn't matter, I'll write it up on the board here.
What's LSOF?
I don't know, honestly, I just found it on Stack Overflow, but it gets the process, LSOF space -I, the port is 8050. Now you get like a table kind of thing, like something like, let's say like name or whatever, and then you get one column called PID, one column, like some other random other columns, and there'll be like a one process running, okay? There'll be one process which fits in all the data for these columns. So the next step you wanna do is you wanna get the number under PID, so it's called 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So that's the number under PID. Next step you do is you run, kill, whatever number that you have over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now the process is killed, and then you just now, you can run the Python file. It can be like Python dash random scatter or whatever, and then it'll just restart the server and you can run it again. So you wanna find the process on the port, you wanna kill the PID, and then you wanna rerun it. That's the 3 steps that you need to do.
That's just on the items.
I think it should translate to Windows, but I can't guarantee that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't, whoever has a problem, you can do this.
Yeah, on the Unix it's gonna be less well, on the Windows, no.
It's 80/50.
No, but they love swap, I think it's like,
We appreciate that.
basically sockets, I think it's sockets. Right, so basically you need to find.
Right.
Yeah, which sources
Yeah.
release report.
Sorry it took so long to set up, but we thought this was gonna happen.
I think I see it was, there's an
However,
operation.
Well, yeah,
Next
we
time.
could be, if you know what we're using for Flash, like, I don't know what company. I mean, Windows.
Name of the file.
No.
If you grab the name. Name of the
Keep that, and you can, I'm gonna.
You can run them,
No,
the gap.
the other ones. Oh, yeah, the gap miners. Good one.
Yeah, maybe.
See, definitely run and see what,
By default.
but each one gets a little more,
Returns
more,
just.
yeah, there's something else going
The
on.
name of the process you're running, so.
Yeah, but process running is Flash. Right? I mean, presumably, I don't know. Presumably it's Flash.
It's already sent out on the meter.
Right, but I don't know how it works, right?
Slide that contains.
Right, so you Python
Material just look up and read.
spins
So
over.
it sounds like you're really interested in this.
Right, which is separate
We
process.
should, we should
And
really.
that,
Right?
right?
The first thing I think was, one thing I asked is, high efficiency.
You know, this math.
Yeah, if you know it's called Flash, if you know how it's okay, right?
So you can see how easy it is. It's,
You can see what
it doesn't
time
break.
what's stored. Right.
Yeah, mine.
Right, yeah. That mine is a famous, it's a very famous TED talk.
It's just the problem that it's not good.
So it's, life expectancy is just, and these colors are by the, well, the cards guys support. Yeah. So, and the way the guy did it, it's a famous visualization where he has it named by year, animated by year.
It's sitting there waiting for something to happen.
Before the 1900s, and he was up to 2012. And you can see, like, all the dots, how they, some countries, they keep them this way. Some countries, they stay down. It's really, it's like a classic
The game is kind of.
scatter plot. The real thing is an animated scatter plot, each with animated by year. Every year there's data. And so we plot it.
So this one is not in it.
Yeah, I think this
This
is
one
for today.
1 year, just for 1 year.
In 1 year.
Your brain's full.
Okay, I'll see you next week.
Okay.
It's okay.
So that's.
Okay, so let's got something. So, can I see, sure, what it looks like, does it? Did you do it? Yeah, did you do it?
I got
Some of it. Okay, I think next week it's going to be like, there's not gonna be, it's going to be more of me like explaining, but then the rest of it, because we're not gonna have to go through this one case. The rest of it's going to be like people trying stuff out. So it's not gonna be a lot of. Right. We do that.
So, fundamentally, I went. Okay, so this is basically